It's time. Tonight, the San Antonio Spurs take the floor ready to start a new day and a new season. Finally tipping off this 82-game odyssey that has the same promise that every season since Tim Duncan donned the Spurs uniform has had. Lofty goals and lofty expectations, something nobody should take for granted. It's time to start pounding the rock again. The first blow just as important as the last. Game 1 of 82 brings the Memphis Grizzlies to town, and the first swing starts now. Welcome to the AT&T Center for Spurs basketball on Ken's 5. It's the season opener. Your San Antonio Spurs tip it off tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies in a rematch from last year's Western Conference Finals. As for the Spurs, the best news is the big three are healthy and ready, and they're going to get some big help from Kawhi Leonard this year. Looks like his role will be expanded.
I don't think there's any question about it. Obviously, Pop is going to have to kind of hold his big three back and nurse those guys throughout the season. So a lot more of the responsibility is going to fall on Kawhi on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Lionel Hollins coached them to all of the franchise's playoff victories in the history of the team. Kawhi Leonard with 3 on the clock. Got it! So, the big 3+1 right from the get-go.
A minute in the game, and I believe he's upset because Kawhi Leonard's just left wide open. It's good contest there by Tayshaun Prince. I see him sneaking in there to help out. Tony Parker just takes that one step to his right, and that's all Kawhi needs. And what a difference a couple years makes. You know, if you caught that ball beginning of last year, his rookie year, he wouldn't have been so, he wouldn't have let that jump shot go so easily. The ball.
Parker and Conley, what a matchup. Outstanding point to State star. Kicks it back to Randolph. 6 in the shot clock. Sebo rattles out to Leonard. Leonard averaged nearly 12.6 boards a game last season, but a double-double against Miami in the finals at 14.5 points and 11 boards.
And some spectacular plays.
Thiago to Timmy, it rolls off. A couple of years ago when the Spurs lost in the opening round,
he was
the killer.
Yeah. Well, I thought Thiago Splitter played well, and Tim Duncan, and it was really by committee.
Spurs collapsed on Memphis, come up with a steal, and then Kawhi the other way. Spurs defense to offense a moment ago.
Yeah, I'd like to see a lot more of this. Manu Ginobili coming in from the help side, able to get that deflection, and Kawhi Leonard able to do the rest.
Starters, the tops with 5 points. Gasol, tough shot. Kawhi bats her away on the rebound. Here comes Manu. Ginobili to Duncan. Timmy. Send it to the line. Tim Duncan.
A great job by Manu.
Here's Galethus with it out front. Drives the hole. Batted away by Diaz. Manu to Kawhi. Oh, mama! Kawhi!
Yeah, that's one of those plays, Bill. You don't run and get in the shot. You stay out of it. Spurs did that extremely well in this first half. There's the block right there. Kawhi Leonard off to the races, and this is what I'm talking about. Right there. And that's when you get in the poster shot. Here it is right here. Take a snapshot. You might see that on Kawhi's card. Oh, Jared Bayless, we might have to have a talk after the game.
For Memphis. Kawhi all over Bayless, got a piece of it, and that ends the first half. How's that for your first half of Spurs basketball, allowing 27 points?
Just smothering defense. Yeah, the funny thing is, though, you have a bruised chest, something of that nature, it affects your shot.
Yeah, you start breathing, everything hurts.
And you start pulling the ball left and right.
Foul called, and Kawhi Leonard will go to the free throw line as Prince picks up his first, and Kawhi, 83% free throw shooter last season. After 73 his rookie campaign, bumped his scoring from nearly 8 to almost 12 per game.
You have to take into account that he comes out as a sophomore. This should really be his rookie year.
He's 22.
Yeah. So I think the reserves get back in this game, and we're going to see more of what we saw in that second quarter.
Conley with a miss. Kawhi Leonard comes off for the carom. Leonard, a little short. Thiago got the garbage. He's got a half dozen now.
He's got to get a lot more of those this year.
Bayless comes off for the rebound. Dexter finds a wide open lure, but Kawhi Leonard said, uh-oh. And here's Kawhi. Thiago for the dunk. Oh, mama. Kawhi Leonard coast to coast to set up Thiago split.
He's just a one-man wrecking crew on that play. Kawhi Leonard. He's there to shut down the lane, comes up with the block and the rebound, then takes it coast to coast and sets up Thiago Splitter for the big-time dunk. That's why he's going to be a special player. Defense to offense, a one-man fast break.
In the postseason, the Spurs won them both. Let's hope we don't have another extra session here tonight. Parker knocks down the three. Tony Parker, and it's 86-77.
Thiago Splitter doesn't panic when he has to pick it up. Able to drop off a nice pass to Boris Diaw for a beautiful reverse layup.
Parker got it off to Kawhi against Miller. Lays it up and in. Timeout, Grizzlies.
And there's Kawhi Leonard making a smart play again in the open court. Enough to get that ball off, and then watch Kawhi able to use his off arm, gets a little physical,
passer, shot blocker, just does a lot of things well. Parker, 2:25 to go. Spurs by 10. Kawhi for three. Get out of here! Kawhi Leonard yanking it down with a home run jumper.
Back. Kawhi Leonard, first off, wide open at the top of the key here. And this is what you need him to do. Step up in crunch time, in the guts of the game. Step up and make a big shot. There's Kawhi Leonard, not afraid to take on that role. And once again,
executive producer of Spurs basketball is Lawrence Payne. Director of broadcasting is Mike Ciccarello. Tonight's game was produced by Daniel Ashcraft. Tape producers Carter Lettis Snowden. Our graphics guru is Lori Rossina. The associate producer, Lamar Wilkerson. Spurs center producer is Rich Rodriguez. Graphic coordinators are Robbie Quintana and Elizabeth Canonis. And our studio coordinator was Ray Silva. Next game, Spurs-Lakers, 9:30, right here on Ken's 5 Friday night. For Sean Elliott, Joe Reinigo, Andrew Monaco, thanks for joining us. Spurs win it here, 101-94. Ken's Eyewitness News is next, starting with a weather update.